Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Alright, today I'm doing a two-page layout. Again, my photos are birds, but yours don't have to be. So it's just an outdoor theme with pine cones, and I have a squirrel in my page as well. So this is the layout that I have designed in Cricut Design Space. So actually what I am doing is I am using these frames from Creative Memories, and I'm using this log frame. This one has pine cones in the corner, and this one has leaves or fern leaves. I'm turning it this way and using that along the top. So these are from the Deep in the Woods laser cut frames from Creative Memories, and I love them. It's made my page very easy to do, but I have done some other frames for you to use. I made a wooden frame, or I found a wooden frame in Design Space and just put that here for you because I don't expect you'll have those from Creative Memories. So this background is a print. Whoops, why can't I get it to move? There we are. So without the background, all you really need to cut, well, there's a fair bit actually. Yeah, this is wood paper, and so is this over here. So these two, you don't have to cut out in Cricut. So I'm going to close the eye over here on everything that you do not have to cut out, and then you will see how much you do. Okay, these white things are on my paper, and there's pine cones on my paper, so you don't need to cut those out. I'm just gonna close the eyes beside those. There's another one down here. And I didn't cut this pine cone out. If you just find a nature background paper, you'll be fine. You won't have to. I like to recreate my paper, so it had a lot of pine cones on it. So you'll see when we put the page together in the next part of the video. So I'm going to just close that eye, and this wood, because it's just paper, patterned paper, and that wood. So, and this green box represents the photo, and the white box is the mat that you'll cut out for it. And then this other one, okay, there's a green behind it. Let's find it over here. There we go. So I've just twisted and placed these frames all around. They're all the different ones on my page, which you'll see in a minute. But this is still a lovely page with these frames all the same, just there's two different colors of wood grain in them. So these are the images you'll have to cut out. So while we're here, I should show you, in Design Space today there was an update, and now I don't think this was here before. If you just look on the left hand, there's a phrases. So if you click on phrases and then you type in what theme you want, like birthday, there's all kinds of phrases come up. Happy birthday, whatever. So that's a new category for a Cricut Access. I think it's great. So I don't need that right now. I just wanted to show you because it was something new. All right, I'm going back to images, and then I'm just going to cancel. I love it when they do something new. So I'm going to check. I'm going up to Color Sync in the top right hand corner there. I'll click on Color Sync and make sure I don't have too many different shades of mattes, colored colors in here. So I have a red, a white, a brighter green, a darker green, a light brown, a dark brown, and a black. We're good. So I will just click back to layers, and I'm going to click on Make It. Now you'll see I have white, 3 blacks. So when I have, there we go, here's one. So what I do is I can move this to inside if I turn this around and save paper by putting that inside, and then sometimes I try to make it fit into 8.5 by 11 so that I'm saving on 12-inch paper. Now if I can fit this into here in an 8.5, I can't. I can't, so I'll have to use a 12 by 12. But if I move this up and over, the next sheet I may be able to use this part. No, but I can move something inside, twirl it around so that it fits properly, and then I could move this up here. So I'm saving paper there. And, oh, I didn't do this one. Same thing. No, the squirrel won't fit inside, but this will fit on an 8.5 by 11 sheet. All right, I go through each of these to see if there's any way I can save paper. And I can move this into here and this into here. So that won't fit to 8.5 by 11. Let me see. But by moving that, I now have 4 inches of brown paper that I can save. And this one, I can put in, move this inside, and this. There we go. So now I can use an 8.5 by 11, and I'll still have paper to spare. That's the one color of wood. Green. You can move these around to save and twirl them. You can I'm not taking the time to okay, so what I would do here, after I cut this out, that leaves 4 inches. So on this, I would, when I cut this out, after it's cut, I'll remove the mat, turn it around. It's the same green as the next mat. So then I'll just put it right back in and cut this out because there's 4 inches of space to do that. So that will only require 1 sheet of paper. And then I just click continue, and it will allow me to cut out. My machine isn't turned on yet. So anyway, so now I'm going to cut out everything, and then I will I'll be right back with putting my page together. Okay, I'm back. I've cut out everything I need to on my Cricut machine. And so now we're going to put this page together. These are the 2 photos I'm working with. And these are the fun frames that I've chosen for this page. So this one I am using to mount this page here. But first of all, I'm going to do my background. I have a piece of wood going back here because these leaves won't show up on this. So I'm doing a piece of wood up there before I put this on here. And then I was putting a background piece of wood here as well, because I have an image there. So I'm putting this, this one's going over here. I'm trying to remember how I laid this out, because I liked it. Right, like that. And then this one, I had this like this. And this, I am putting, I'm matting it. So I matted it with some of the wood grain. This one I had to mat because it wouldn't show up. It's quite dark on the dark paper. So I taped it to a piece of wood paper and cut it out with an X-Acto knife and freehand around there. So this I'm going to put on here. I'm going to mat it like that on here. And then I cut out all these Cricut images and a cute squirrel, birdhouse on a branch, and pine cones on a branch. So I'm going to have fun placing these all around. I like that there. This I had cut out for putting right on here. I'm doing a pine cone here, another one there. This little squirrel is, that's why I put this wood here, because he wasn't showing up on the dark paper. And this pine cone image I'm putting right over in this corner. So I think I absolutely love this page. I love the look of this paper. It is actually from Joann's. Years ago, they used to have photographic paper in big pads, and I'm sure this is from one of those. It's quite old, but anyway, I thought I had another one of these for this corner. Maybe not. All right, so there's a Design Space link for this page. I will post it below, and you'll find it in the Christmas Scrapbook number 8 on my website once it's been posted there. I found this squirrel in a cartridge called Woodland Whimsy Animals, and there's all kinds of animals that have this same look. They're just adorable. So here I embossed all these pine cones with it's actually an animal embossing folder. It's probably scales or something like that for fish or turtles or snakes, but it's good on the pine cones. And then I ink them with brown on top to give them more depth. And then I used a marker on the squirrel. I hope you can see all the dots outlining him just to give a little more detail, and I marked the tail, the tip of the tail. So that was just adding some detail to that. I guess that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this page. Please subscribe below and you'll get notices whenever I do layouts. Thanks for watching.